Okay, good day children. Welcome to our asynchronous class in English 5, quarter 4. So I prepared this material para in preparation for your exam at the same time para ma-explain sa inyo yung lesson natin dahil nga wala nga tayong face-to-face due to the cancellation of classes dahil sobrang init. So that is for the safety of everyone naman. Yun nga lang, okay, ang problem na ating asynchronous class dahil modular tayo or online, yung online nga hindi natin masyadong nagagamit is hindi talaga na-explain na maayos unlike sa face-to-face. Yan. So, before we start pala, prepare your notebook, or anything, writing materials like your paper and pen. Mas maganda kung hawak-hawak nyo yung inyong activity sheets, okay, para nakakasabay kayo. So, for example, medyo mabilis yung explanation ni ma'am, pwede nyo i-pause yung video or i-balik nyo, i-back ninyo, rewind nyo yung part na medyo mahirap sa inyo, okay, para mas makasabay ang lahat. Now, explain ko na bago tayo mag-start. Okay. So, nasa baba yung video ko, kaya yung itsura ni Ma'am paganyan. Okay? So, bayaan nyo na yan. Focus tayo dito sa ating lesson. Okay? So, our topic for today is about single cause and multiple effect. So, we are done with the cause and effect relationship, and we also explained there what is cause, what is effect. At I reminded you to memorize the signal words for the cause and effects. So, para mas madali nyong masagutan itong part na to. Kunyari, you're going to analyze a paragraph. Ano ba siya? Single cause, multiple effects, or one effect, multiple causes. So, medyo difficult si cause and effect paragraphs. Okay, so let's go back to the topic. Okay, single means one. Okay, and when we say multiple, it means more than one. So, two pataas, or one cause and two or more effects. Okay, now, as you can see on our monitor, meron tayo ditong shapes. Okay, itong rectangle na to, we have squares. Okay, and then we also have connected lines. So, this is what we call a wait lang, children. Okay, this is what we call graphic organizer. So when we say graphic organizer, it helps you organize your ideas in writing your paragraph. So as you can see, meron siyang upper part, middle part, and lower part. So as you if you still remember, 'di ba sa lesson natin no third quarter, okay, I explained there that a paragraph has three parts. Okay, the topic sentence, the body, the supporting details, and the concluding sentence. So as you can see at the upper part, this is the TS. Okay, so TS stands for the topic sentence. And then these four squares, okay, as you can see here, yung apat na ito, this is our details or supporting details or the body of the paragraph. And the last part will be your concluding sentence. Okay. So, these are the things you need to consider in writing your own paragraph. So, mayroon tayong 3 steps. Okay, so the first one daw is choose your topic sentence. Okay, so the topic sentence is where you can find the main idea, the topic, and what we want to say about the topic. Because we're talking about the cause and effect paragraph, yung topic sentence natin here is the statement of the cause and the overview of the effect. So, it means, pwede siyang nakalagay na dito sa pinakataas yung cause niya and then the multiple effects. Sometimes, or most of the time, if nakalagay siya sa topic sentence, the effects is separated by a comma. So, pag nakakita ko yun doon ng multiple commas, it means yun na yung kanyang two or more effects. Okay? And then, after we write the topic sentence, we will proceed with writing the supporting details or the supporting sentences. So, in this case, effects can be arranged in chronological or logical order. So, when we say chronological, parang let's relate it with a clock. Diba sa clock, nauuna si 1, 2, 3. Okay, so when we say chronological, according siya sa time. Ano yung tamang pagkakasunod-sunod ng bagay-bagay according to time. When it comes to number naman, of course, we start with 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So, yun yung sinasabing logical order, yung tamang pagkakasunod-sunod or sequence. So, as you can see, based on here on the graphic organizer, the upper part is your topic, sentence, this one. Okay, so people's carelessness on the environment. And then the 4 squares here, as you can see, nauna si floods, nauna yung phrase na floods everywhere. So it means this is our first effect, this is the second effect, the third effects, and the fourth effects. So, balik tayo kay topic sentence. Sabi natin, a topic sentence contains the subject or the topic and what we wanted to say about the topic. So, in this case, our subject is people's carelessness. Okay, so ano yung effect ng people's carelessness on the environment, sa kalikasan natin? So, una daw, floods everywhere. Okay, the second one is the threats of soil erosion, yung pagguho ng lupa. And the third one, the pollution, which includes the air, the water, and the land pollution. And the fourth one, the last effect, is the global warming. Okay, and then for the third step naman, make your conclusion or the concluding sentence. Okay, for the cause and effect paragraph, your conclusion is the restatement of the cause and the summary of the effect. So, papagsamahin na natin yung two parts na to in a more shorter version. Okay, kasi kung lahat ito, sinulat na natin yung topic sentence and lahat ng supporting details. So, mahaba-haba yon. In this part, papaiksiin lang natin. So, as you can see in this sample of graphic organizer, the concluding sentence or the concluding phrase here is the possible menaces. Okay, so what would be the possible effects of people's carelessness on the environment? Okay, so aside from graphic organizer wherein we use shapes, lines, okay, or different objects, pwede tayong gumamit ng, actually we have fishbone diagram. So from the word fish, ibig sabihin yung buto ng isda. So that is one good graphic organizer for cause and effect. Okay, so aside from that, we can also use outlining. Outlining. Okay, paki-take note na lang dyan sa mga notebook ninyo, children. Okay, so outlining is, kung si graphic organizer, we use different object shapes and lines. Si outlining, isang ano lang siya, linya lang siya, yan. So, we also use Roman numerals like 1, 2, 3. Ma'am, paano kapag apat? Pwede, lagyan nyo si Roman numeral 4. Okay, but as you can see, tatlo lang yan because it represents the parts of the paragraph, which has 3 parts. Diba? Sa topic sentence, the supporting details, and the concluding sentence. So as you can see here, gumamit ng Roman numeral, and then we just copy the content dito sa unang part, sa unang box. Ayan, people's carelessness on the environment. For number 2 Roman numeral, we copy the sequence of the supporting phrases inside the box. So, instead of box, we use letters to show order. Okay. So, kung sa number, ang pinaka nauuna to show order is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In letters, ganun din. Of course, it started with letter A. Ma'am, bakit hanggang D? Kasi we have, based on the graphic organizer, we have 4 supporting details. Yung flood, soil erosion, pollution, and the global warming. Ma'am, paano pag tatlo lang yung supporting detail? So, ang gagawin natin, 3 letters lang, A, B, and C. And last one is the concluding sentence. Based on the graphic organizer, the concluding sentence means is the possible menaces. But, sabi ko nga sa napag-aralan natin, not all paragraphs has a concluding sentence. Sometimes, meron lang topic sentence, main idea, and supporting details. and sometimes sub-supporting details. Okay, pero sabi nga natin, we compare a good paragraph. When we say good paragraph, complete yung parts, 'di ba? We compare it with a burger, the parts of the burger. 'Di ba? Kung saan the topic sentence, this one is the upper band. The body, ito yung patty, the cheese, the tomatoes, the mayonnaise, and the concluding sentence is the lower band. 'Di ba? So, pag kinain mo, masarap, complete ang lasa. Same with writing a paragraph or reading a paragraph. Mas maiintindihan ni reader yung paragraph or the message the writer wants to say in the paragraph if complete yung details. So, mas maganda kung meron siyang topic sentence, supporting details, and concluding sentence. But it is possible na walang concluding sentence. Okay din naman yan. Depende sa how it is explained on the supporting details. Okay, let's proceed.